Financially, my antennas are up. I think any prosecutor's antennas would be up. One dies, the second one dies. Who is the one who profits from their deaths? Who is the one who's got the exclusive, selling the rights to the burial? Who is the one who was selling the photos of Daniel and Danny Lynn? There's a real problem here, Greta.
Jeff Brown, I'll tell you if I were running this inquest, of course, nobody's asked me to. Here's what I think is curious. You've got Daniel, who's seemingly a healthy young man, about 20 years old, flies from California to Miami, switches planes, goes from Miami to the Bahamas, and at least as far as we know, went straight from the airport in the Bahamas to the hospital to see his mother and his half-sister. There are pictures of him in the hospital room that we've seen where he looks good. I mean, doesn't look like a problem, but there's still photos I've seen, no video. And then several hours later, he's dead. He's got 3 drugs in his system, 2 that are antidepressants and methadone, which I don't know why he's taking methadone. But then you sort of couple it with the picture in the refrigerator. It certainly makes me want to ask him a lot more questions.
Yeah, I think he's a perfect person to bring in front of a grand jury that I would convene as a prosecutor. I do have to disagree, though, with Jeff and Janine. Let's say that Howard Stern picks up a prescription for Susie Wong. The pharmacist knows it's not for Susie Wong, that it's indeed for Anna Nicole, and he, in turn, gives her this prescription of, say, methadone, and somebody is there to see her take the methadone that he got or delivered. I think that might be a distribution. Remember, the statute says unlawful distribution. It doesn't say anything more than that. So if he's distributing it to her...
Except that happened in L.A. Probably that's not the stuff that killed her.
No,
but if it's the methadone that he gets in L.A. and brings it to Florida and that is seen giving her the methadone, I think you got an issue there. I think you have a legitimate investigation for that.
Pam, let's get Pam in on this.
Yeah, and Greta, I see Jeff's point, but I think it's going to be really tough to prove because of what you said. He said he picked up the drugs in L.A. I think one of Stern's biggest problems may arise with all these sworn statements that he's going to have to give. Okay, we know he gave one in the civil proceeding. That could be used against him in a criminal case. We imagine that investigators in Florida on the criminal part are bringing him in by subpoena and talking to him. Now, a subpoena comes with inherent immunity except for perjury. You're not protected from perjury. Now, the Bahamian authorities are probably bringing him in, and in the inquest, he'll have to give sworn testimony.